Shakur a thoroughbred. A lot of the fighters that's quarter horses, you know, they run right now. But we're gonna run long and strong, and it's just a matter of time.
Best fighter in the world, for real. Boxing. The world.
Let's go.
No.
Bam!
When they watch us in here working, they saying we going bang, 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 bang.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understand that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it now.
Slow it down.
Good word.
He ain't playing with nobody. You step in that ring with him, be prepared.
Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson are locked in, pushing their limits in their respective training camps as their potential fight is set to be announced soon. Gervonta Davis's camp focuses on power and precision, with sessions built around sharp timing and fast, accurate combinations designed to end fights. Tank's focus is on landing fight-changing shots, not just outboxing. Sparring stays intense to mirror real pressure as he sharpens his reads, sets traps, and fires dangerous counters. As the fight nears, his camp sharpens both technique and conditioning, making him even more dangerous. By fight night, Tank is ready not just to win, but to break opponents and finish in emphatic fashion. On the other hand, Shakur Stevenson is equally focused, leaving nothing to chance as he prepares ahead of the fight's official announcement. Terrence Crawford has also joined Shakur Stevenson's camp, helping him sharpen his game for a potential clash with Gervonta Davis.
Come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back, I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot, like right here. Boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam, that's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Shakur Stevenson stays fully locked in during camp, focused on learning and picking up every detail from one of the sport's elite.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, what do you think he can throw the hook? Because you out the way of the right hand.
Terrence Crawford praised Shakur Stevenson's discipline and work ethic, highlighting his skill and champion mindset.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art.
Terrence Crawford commended Shakur Stevenson's focus and work ethic, pointing to his talent and mentality as signs of future greatness.
Obviously, your little brother, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter.
Terrence Crawford said Shakur Stevenson operates on a different level, dismissing criticism about his style or power. He explained that Gervonta Davis wouldn't find the same openings against him as he does with others.
You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what? 3-weight world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right
like how many actual real titles have Shakur? I mean, Tank had like what, 2?
However, Gervonta Davis is gearing up for his return, showing sharp form in training. His movement and striking look refined, and he appears ready to make a strong statement once he steps back into the ring. Greg Hackett shared his excitement for Gervonta Davis's return, calling it a boost for the division and pointing out the constant knockout threat he brings. He added that after his time away, Davis should be matched with a strong opponent and deliver a performance worthy of his standing.
I mean, I'm just happy Tank coming back. Tank's exciting. All the guys are exciting, but Tank, there's always a big question mark when Tank get in the ring. Somebody about to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? I just hope it's a good guy. Somebody, you know, we can respect. I mean, he's been off for a while. How long has it been? Year and a half, 2 years?
It's been a year.
Year?
Yeah, he's only fought once in I think like 2 years though.
He fought a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, and Lamont for Pitbull after that.
Joe Rogan also highlighted why Gervonta Davis is such a dangerous fighter, noting his skill set makes him a serious threat to anyone in the division.
Yeah, he sets traps and he's got ridiculous one-punch knockout power too. He's just such an interesting fighter because his style is so different from everybody else. He's so conservative in the early rounds, throws so few punches, and he lets you work. He lets you work and you're backing up and you're always afraid of that power, and he's just moving in, trying to find that opening where he just gets in there on you.
Earlier, Gervonta Davis showed little excitement about a potential clash with Shakur Stevenson, questioning Shakur's overall threat. He criticized Stevenson's lack of punching power and aggression, arguing his basic movement patterns revealed technical gaps. Davis suggested those flaws would become more obvious against someone like Teofimo Lopez.
6-7 more fights and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. If go look at his fights,
So you
I
feel
probably
like
pick
that's
him on
easy
game.
work? Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
However, Shakur Stevenson viewed a fight with Gervonta Davis as the biggest possible matchup in boxing. He maintained he has always been willing to make it happen, but felt Davis's personal feelings have stalled any real progress. Stevenson pointed to pride and ego as the main barriers, saying they've kept the long-discussed fight from moving forward despite strong fan interest.
Do you think is a point where you could y'all could do the Floyd and Manny, yo, listen, we could get on the phone and iron it out. Let's get to it.
I told y'all I would be willing to do that, but that nigga got some type of hate for me or whatever he got going on to where it's we can't do the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and sit and talk like men and negotiate and you know, me and him is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. I don't care what nobody say. Every black nigga on the planet
that's a fact.
Wants to
we want to see that.
Me versus Tank.
Yeah, fact.
So it's with him, with his pride and his ego and shit, it's hard for him to even, want to get on the phone with me, want to reach out or put all that other shit to the side. That nigga just got too much ego, I guess.
Kenny Ellis rejected claims that Gervonta Davis had been avoiding top fighters, saying many key opponents either moved divisions or turned down major fights. He maintains that Davis has always been open to tough challenges and continues to support him whether he returns or stays retired.
But to the fans, it's unfinished business, but you can't blame Tank because everybody moving up and moved out the weight class, people that you wanted to see him fight, you know what I'm saying? When they was there, they should have made it happen. Tank never ever ducked no smoke. You hear a lot of shit in the media, the park, he never ducked no smoke. Never. The shit that goes on behind the scenes, the ones that really duck, people got receipts on them ducking, it don't come out though, People have been offered more than enough money that they ever made and still turn the fight down, but they get on this internet and talk like they want to fight them. But that's another whole story behind the scene, Tank never ducked no smoke. So if he stay retired, I support him. If he come back, I support him.
Meanwhile, Jamel Herring argued that Shakur Stevenson has already done enough to be recognized at the same level as Gervonta Davis. He insists Stevenson's accomplishments prove he belongs in the same conversation among the elite.
You can't be selective, but then say Shakur Stevenson ain't do nothing. That's what I'm just speaking as just a fan. You know what I mean? Shakur, a three-time, 3-divisional world champion, unified world champion. So, he's done something, you know what I mean? And he's done something enough to where if people are bringing him up to you, it's obviously because people want to see the fight. It's not like they bringing up, a nobody. It's or somebody coming up in the rankings. And it's what have they done? But it's this is somebody who, y'all in the same weight class. Y'all both hold, one of the major 4 world titles in the sanctioning bodies.
Reggie Lloyd also advised Gervonta Davis that he can't afford to underestimate Shakur Stevenson, pointing to his far higher skill level compared to Lamont Roach Jr. He warned that losing early rounds against Stevenson could put Davis under immediate pressure and change the fight's momentum quickly.
Now, Reg, you have been on the record saying that Shakur Stevenson beats Tank. This is for years. It's the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Did that fight against Lamont Roach kind of submit that in your mind? Nah. Did you see anything? Yo, Shakur definitely, without a doubt, beats him.
Yeah, because Shakur, Lamont is a good fighter, but he's not. Shakur's a better boxer. Shakur's a better boxer. And again, like I was just saying about Tank giving away rounds. You can't give away 2 and 3 rounds to Shakur because you're not going to get them rounds back.
Josh Padley described a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis fight as a must-see for fans. He pointed out the key battle is whether Davis can land his power shots or if Stevenson's skill and precision keep him out of range. Padley noted Stevenson's success across divisions and said Davis would need to be selective with his timing, especially with both fighters operating from southpaw stances.
It's always going to be that split. If Tank can land the power on him, then obviously it's how Shakur then deals with that power. But you can see how good Shakur's boxing ability is, and obviously he's proven it time and time again, 3-weight world champion. If he's on point and stays boxing, he might be able to get through the fight and obviously become victorious. It's a fight that needs to happen, in my opinion. The 2 most talked about fighters in lightweight division, so I hope it happens.
How would you advise Tank to land that big shot on Shakur? From what you learned?
Come in with bunches of punches, obviously, and set things up beforehand. And like I said, it's a bit of a different situation because the two southpaws fighting each other. But I'm sure Tank will be able to figure it out, and like I say, it's an intriguing matchup that I believe that needs to happen very soon.
Sean Porter also expects a Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson fight to be a tactical battle rather than a simple showcase for Tank. He pointed to Stevenson's elite defense and ring IQ as factors that would force a more calculated approach. Porter added that neither fighter could rely on a single attribute, with success coming down to timing, strategy, and overall ring craft.
I said everybody thinks that Tank is gonna go in there and just knock out Shakur.
That's not gonna happen.
But it didn't take. It shouldn't have taken this fight.
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew that too. But yeah,
Shakur is a defensive specialist.
And I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank would react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, it's something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
he might got a lot to do with it.
He's that, the silver child of the country, and there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big right hook coming from Tank that's going to end that night. That night is going to be the most strategical you've seen both these guys ever be in a fight.
Abdullah Mason favored Shakur Stevenson in a potential clash with Gervonta Davis, pointing to Tank's recent performance as a concern. He believed Stevenson's sharper overall skill set would give him the advantage. Mason also referenced Roach's strong showing, saying it reinforced his view that Stevenson would likely come out on top.
Okay, so who wins if Tank fights Shakur?
Based off the last Tank fight, I'm probably leaning towards Shakur in that one.
Wow, were you surprised at Roach's performance against Tank?
I didn't expect Roach to be as sharp. I knew he was coming with some good work, and I knew he could fight. I actually fought his little brother in the amateurs, back then, and I knew that Roach, I knew that he could fight, but before that fight, I'm thinking, Tank was gonna kind of do what Roach did, but Roach, I feel like he was a little bit sharper.
However, before a Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis fight happens, attention is also shifting toward a potential clash between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia. The potential fight is now building serious buzz across the boxing world.
Now, Ryan Garcia, he said 144. If he's willing to do that, I'm willing to make the fight happen, but Ryan sounds more realistic.
Garcia described a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson as a tactical matchup rather than a war. He respected Stevenson's defense, but believed his speed and timing would be the difference, saying even the best game plans fall apart under his pressure.
I beat in a civil fight already, Devin Haney, which is longer, stronger, and faster than Shakur. So Shakur's better defensively, but he's never faced a guy as fast and with timing like myself.
Would you say that's probably the hardest fight for you right now?
No, it wouldn't be a hard fight. It would just be a thinking fight. And the thing is, you could think all you want. When punches are coming at you too quick, your brain can't react. I don't give a what you got going on. Your brain, you just get hit, get rocked. I mean, look at Devin Haney. He has good defense, but once he got... Sometimes you just can't see the punch coming. We've all been there, so.
Are we gonna see you in a Tank fight again?
I would love to.
Garcia criticized Shakur's approach, questioning his confidence and labeling him too cautious inside the ring. He claimed Stevenson steers away from true challenges that would fully test his ability.
Everybody wants to see you, but you don't bring no money to the table, so why would anybody want to see you? You're not like that, bro. We watch all your fights. You run and you run and you run and you run. You almost lost to Edwin De Los Santos. You didn't even throw one punch. Timmy Bradley, every time he gets a chance, bro, you are a bum, bro. You're Shakur Twitterson, bro. You're nothing, bro. You're just a guy that's boxing. Bro, he's not that good, bro. He's good, but he ain't great. He can't put up That's great. I respect it, but I'm saying at the end of the day, bro, he's good, but he ain't great. Great could do offense and defense. You can't just do defense. Like, Mayweather didn't just do defense, he did offense and defense.
Shakur Stevenson dismissed Garcia's criticism and questioned his all-around ability. He argued that Garcia depends heavily on his left hook and loses much of his threat once it's neutralized. Stevenson suggested outside of that one weapon, Garcia lacks consistent danger across a full fight.
And Garcia.
Not beating me either.
Taller.
Not beating me either.
Faster.
Not beating me either.
More power. How would you beat Ryan Garcia?
I think he's very overrated.
Overrated?
If a guy loses to Rolly that way, the way that I saw him lose to Rolly, all Rolly did was take away his left hook. That means clearly that's all he got. He better sharpen up his weapons before he get in the ring with me.
Meanwhile, talking about the matchup, Terrence Crawford picked Shakur Stevenson to beat Ryan Garcia, saying the matchup wouldn't be as competitive as many believe. Speaking with Joe Rogan, he pointed to Shakur's superior skill set and fight IQ as the key differences.
When it comes to Shakur is not a Barrios.
Right.
You know, Shakur got a jab. Shakur got a head movement. Shakur got defense. Shakur knows range. Shakur have good legs. So I look at that fight like it's not going to be as a competitive fight like everybody think, because if Ryan get careless, he's going to get countered all day.
If he gets careless. I think he'll fight very different than he fought with Barrios. I think
he's got to.
Barrios just couldn't keep up with the speed. I mean, Ryan's speed is extraordinary. He relies on it a lot, but I mean, that's not a knock. That's just like, if you had it, everybody should rely on that. I mean, that
Shakur's
speed
not
is
slow.
nuts. Shakur's a different animal.
That's what I'm saying.
Different. Well, a lot of people thought Devin Haney was different, though, right? A lot of people thought Devin Haney was going to give him real problems. When he dropped Devin early with a left hook, everybody was like, oh.
However, David Benavidez respected Shakur Stevenson's ability, but questioned his hesitation over the matchup. He downplayed the weight concern, saying big moments like this shape a fighter's legacy. Benavidez added that a fight with Ryan Garcia would be a major opportunity, capable of elevating Stevenson's status.
I just feel like if you're already making the move up to 144, 3 extra pounds, I don't really think it's going to affect it too much, to be honest with you. You drink a bottle of water, you'd be up 3 pounds. But at this stage of his life, in his career, these are the fights that Shakur needs. Shakur's he's going to be a legend by the time he's finished, but these are the ones that he needs to solidify his career. Yeah, he's done a lot in boxing. He's won four different weight classes. I mean, he's been champion of 4 different weight classes, but you know what I mean? There's just fights that can be made, and it works in everybody's favor, because let's say he goes up there, he beats Shakur. I mean, he beats Ryan Garcia. Not only is he going to solidify himself, he's gonna make a shitload of money.
Timothy Bradley Jr. also backed Shakur Stevenson over Ryan Garcia, calling it a tough matchup for Garcia. He argued that speed and power mean nothing without consistency, questioning Garcia's ability to sustain effectiveness. Bradley added that Stevenson's control and discipline would outweigh Garcia's short bursts of explosiveness. So that's all for today's coverage. Let us know your take on these matchups down below, and be sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you never miss the latest fight updates and insider insights.